All right, we're talking about our QuickFINANCIal Suite. This is an introduction only. It's a very in-depth suite, and each product in and of itself is a very in-depth product. But we want to make an introduction. Okay, so we have three main products: Quick Valuation, QuickScreen, and QuickPortfolio. Quick Valuation is our flagship product. It's the product we started the company with. We use it every single day, literally hundreds of times a day, and we look at a company hundreds of times, and it's a single company analysis, fundamental analysis. All right, I think the best way to do this is let's jump into an example. Here we go. Okay, so if you look at the top bars, it's the return on invested capital, and then the bottom bars are the capital growth. And all the white is historical, and then when we get into the dark blue, that's a forecast. Okay, this happens to be Apple, and you can see Apple's had a great return on invested capital and put a ton of capital to work, but it's been coming down for a few years, and we see, in our estimation, it's actually a little bit overvalued. So there's what we see on the first one, on Apple. And I'm just going to go through a bunch of examples, and hopefully it'll make it come to life. Okay, this is Chieko Fast. What a great, interesting story, actually. So you see how the return on capital in the beginning of the years, you go to the left part, the top bars, high rate of return, stock was unbelievable. Then the returns came down, and so did the stock. So we love to overlay that stock price with the return on invested capital. Then they improved the return on capital, and then it seemed to peak. I don't know, about 2012, 2013, and it came back down, so did the stock. I love how that's correlated. That's how we know our analysis is really good. Okay, what do we got here? Chevron. Okay, Chevron had a very stable history until recently, and all of a sudden the returns have just been terrible for the last few years. However, the valuation is actually pretty good right now. So, and we also see just a turn in the return on invested capital, just turning positive again, and the valuation looks good. So actually, Chevron's kind of an interesting case. All right, let's keep going. Like I said, I got to keep this tight. Schein, very consistent company, good return on invested capital, and undervalued. That's a gem. We look for that all the time. Nike, just as good as Schein, but maybe a little bit more expensive, so we might shy away from a one like that. And this is Tech Resources, with more cyclical. It's a mining company, so underlying prices are a little bit more cyclical, and the stock is cyclical, and so are the return on invested capitals, and they kind of trade together in that regard. Okay, now let's jump into QuickScreen. And QuickScreen, here we go. With computer, we got to get to QuickScreen. Okay, so we're jumping around a little bit here. Okay, QuickScreen, we built this ourselves. This is our proprietary screening tool. We're really proud that we were able to do this without using, commercial Bloombergs and things like that. Our data provider is Morningstar, but we actually built these ourselves. We're super proud of this interface. It's we can get a lot of data really quickly. We have all sorts of screens you can do. I'll just give you a quick example. We have all these preset screens, and I'll just read them off to you. So we have a dividend seeker, price movement, high return on capital, momentum, telecom, all the sectors, different themes, automation, etc. It's a fantastic tool for fishing and getting ideas, and then it'll produce a nice list for you down here based on your criteria. And I know it's hard to see from this quick demo why this is any better, but I'll give you two reasons. Our interface is better, and it's our proprietary variables. That's the key. Is it screens on our cash flow IRR, which is it's privy to us and our clients. Okay, last but not least is QuickPortfolio. And QuickPortfolio is just a fun tool to keep track of all your different lists in your portfolios. So along the bottom here, I have a FANG Plus. This is the one we're looking at now. And then I could go at maybe my Algro screen portfolio. I could look at my FSA US portfolio, and it tracks all the variables that I want to track. And I update it, and I can rank things, and and all sorts of stuff. So it's a great tool to just keep track of all your portfolios. Okay, it looks like I've gone in about 5 minutes. I was trying to keep it under 4. I did my best, but hey, 5 minutes not too bad for a really in-depth suite. We'll do some more videos on more details on each one of these products.